All right. Hello, everybody. We should be live. Yeah, looks like we are live. So let me just make sure I've got the chat all set up. There we go. So we're off for another Title Tuesday, which starts in 9 minutes. So rather than sit here and gawk at me, let's see if we can find a Blitz game to watch. All right, we got Jeffrey Zhang playing. And FM. What's happening here? Okay, trade of... Okay, so black is down the exchange. White's got quite a bit of a queenside or kingside attack going there. Pawn storm. Doubling up the rooks. Triple up. The important thing is the bishop takes away the h7 square from black's king. So how is black... I think black has to take here. Okay. That's also a solution. Okay, decided to resign due to the material. Okay, looks like we've got 7 minutes. 7 minutes until the start of Title Tuesday. So let's check another Blitz game. What's happening here? Looks like we've got equal material. Black's knight is the best minor piece on the board. That knight is not only on a nice square covering lots of key squares in white's camp, but it's keeping this d3 pawn from advancing. Okay, now perhaps black is going to play bishop to d4 to trade off the dark squared bishops. No? Maybe the queen. I'm going to put the queen on d4. Or perhaps he's going to target this pawn and not going to put anything on d4 and just go rook d8. Rook d8 here makes a lot of sense. Okay, f5 is logical. The queen might be needed for lateral defense. Pushing the knight. So if the knight goes to e2, are they planning to take on d3? That would seem risky. It looks like he could do that. So I think the knight has to go to e4 or h1. Either of those two squares. So white is threatening to pick up the g3 pawn. What's the idea after rook takes g3 for black? Maybe rook takes g3, knight d4 to grab the g4 pawn. Oh! Rook takes bishop. I think you got to take the bishop, otherwise if you take the rook, queen takes rook. So I think you have to grab the bishop here and then take here. But even then, that's going to be good for black with this pawn being there. That pawn is really a thorn. So look at this. Black is down a full piece, a minor piece, and because of the activity of the rooks and this pawn, the computer says that it is much, much better for black. And you can see it. Nice. If the rook takes the queen, then rook takes bishop is checkmate, helped by this pawn. Very nicely done by black. Okay, so 4 minutes. No, 3 minutes till Title Tuesday. So let's see if we can check in on one more game before the start of the tournament. What's going on here? That pawn on c6 looks pretty good. Okay, white is looking to grab this pawn, but now black has forked the two minor pieces. And now the rook is under attack, so white is going to lose material here. Probably rook here makes sense, just to protect this rook and put pressure on the a7 pawn. After which black will have to make a decision on what they want to capture. I would probably capture the knight here. Yeah, because now the c6 pawn is loose. So white is white is losing here. Probably missed that queen c3 was hitting the a1 rook, would be my guess. Oh, nice tactic. So the king takes the bishop, the queen takes the queen. And honestly, I don't know why white is continuing here. Not only are they losing on the board, they are losing big time on the clock. I mean, yeah, that works. I was going to suggest e5. And they resigned. Okay, so let's not watch that anymore because it looks like we have Title Tuesday in 50 seconds. Will Magnus make an appearance at the last minute? That's what he did last time. So we shall see. We shall indeed see. Last week, I think I wound up with 3 points, or 3 points out of 11. Yeah, it wasn't my best. So hopefully we keep the number of bad blunders to a minimum. Hopefully it's a 0, but I'd take a 1. All right, so first game we have white. So here we go. We're facing an FM. And it looks like we've got the modern. So I'm going to play my non-aggressive not very challenging setup for white. Okay, looks like he's going to go for a hippo type structure. Oh, and he pre-moved. All right, we're on the board. Got him with a pre-move. We'll take it. From Cyprus. That's unfortunate. So he probably thought, he or she thought, bishop to e3. Well, we'll take it. And look, we're number one. We're on the top. Look at that. I think I have to grab a screenshot of that, because I highly doubt that that's ever going to happen again. So let's save that. All right. Oh, look, we're already falling down. All right, anyway, enough of me. Let's check in on some games. Daniel Naroditsky, who is playing black, plays the King's Indian. Okay, Engine likes white, but the Engine often likes white in the King's Indian due to the space. You can see that white has a little bit more space with this c5 move. Ooh, a sacrifice. Sacrifice on f7. So if the king takes, is it bishop takes? Is that the idea? We're going to find out. Yes, indeedy. So are they going to grab the rook, or are they going to keep the bishop for attack? They decided to keep the bishop for attacking purposes. Good decision, I think. So the question is, what happens on this move? Okay, he decided to take with the bishop. That makes sense too, because probably wants to bring the queen out. And the eval bar went down a little bit, so it looks like black is defending very well here. Power of the knight on f8. Knight on f8, it's never mate. That's what you have to remember. Such a good defensive piece. It covers these two squares. Okay, so the evaluation is about equal now, according to the engine. What's the story? So white has an extra rook. Black has two extra minor pieces. So generally in the middle game, it's favorable to have the two minor pieces. And I suspect that's the main reason why the engine is evaluating this as minus 0.4. So in black's favor. Hope that my microphone is working and that it's not producing any static noise. Please do let me know immediately if that is the case. That happened to us recently. What happens here on bishop c3? Yeah, bishop c3. Does that not? Okay, we're going to find out. Looks like white missed that. And after this, I think white is simply going to be down a minor piece. I'm not seeing. Okay. Trying to salvage it. Okay, I'm going to turn the light on here. Just one sec, folks. There we go. A little easier on my eyes. Don't want to have any eye issues later on in life, I guess. That would be preferable. Let me just move things around here from the chat. And there we go. All right. Well, the one thing that white has going for him is that black has some development issues. But I think white is running out of some tricks here. Bishop to b7. Rook e7, yeah. And now, finally, the black rook can enter the game. Although those are three protected pass pawns on the king side. This is interesting. White might have some practical chances. Oh, and now the eval bar went up. White is winning now. There was probably a killer move in that position. Hard to blame white for not finding it, given that they only had like 5 seconds left on the clock. Okay, and black won on time, so Daniel Naroditsky is victorious. Let's see what other games are going on. Let's try this one. Okay, we've got a drawn king and pawn endgame. All right, that was not exciting at all. Okay, this one is not exciting either. White is simply up a piece. All right, so I suspect we're winding down. Oh, still quite a few games being played. I don't know what happened there. I thought I clicked on the game. All right. Rook endgame. So apparently rook endgames happen like 8.9% of the time of all endgames. If I'm remembering correctly from Karsten Muller's tome on endgames. Fundamental Chess Endings, I think, is the name of the book. So if you're having to decide how you're going to allocate your time to your study, rook and pawn endgames should be one of your priorities. You could be like me, though. You could just not study and play for fun and see what happens. I shouldn't say I don't study. I haven't studied endgames in a while. I do look at openings, and of course I'm always looking at games. But I don't specifically study the endgames. I did before, earlier on when I was playing. And we've got a draw. Okay. Seems like a fair result. Okay, round number 2. And we are white again. Looks like we're playing an IM from France. Okay, we got Sicilian. Sicilian in the house. And I'm trying to learn this Rosalimo stuff. E5. Okay, that's interesting. Not quite sure why they did E5 in that specific position, but anyway. Maybe that's part of current theory, I don't know. Oh, and I just blundered a pawn. So there's my first oops of the day. Unintentional pawn sacrifice. Woohoo! I think he's got to play knight e6 here to defend the pawn. But then I'm thinking I could go queen a3. Yeah, but he's got queen e7 there perhaps. Okay, so he's just going to give the pawn back. No, he's just going to threaten the knight. Okay. Knight g5 do anything? Knight g5, probably h6 there, and I don't think I have any cheapos. So let's just bring the knight back. And maybe let's play f3, solid. Solidify. I feel like my pieces are very brittle. My knights are dependent on each other. So how do I want to play knight b3. I also don't want to lose the game. Okay, let's go here, maybe attack b7. Might have to abandon my idea. Okay, alright. That was a good move. Missed that resource. But am I winning a pawn back here? Because I think he's got to move his knight in order to protect the rook. The rook on d3 has no protectors at the moment, unless he's planning to sacrifice Okay, no, that's... Ah, he's going to take on d1. Okay. Yes, indeedy. Nice solution. So do I have any hope in playing knight d6? Knight d6, let's say knight b6. No, he can't move the knight, because then I take on c5. That's interesting. So can I now play... Let's go b3 here. Try and reinforce that knight. Wow, what a move. Okay. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Am I losing a piece? Looks like I might. Okay, so I'm going to have to drop the exchange. Ah, sticky mouse. Sticky mouse and time trouble. Okay, yeah, it looks like it was... that's too bad. I think I had... Despite being down the pawn, I think I had a bit of an initiative there. Let's see. So yeah, I missed this. So yes, I can protect it with my bishop, but he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 attackers. I've only got 1, 2, 3 defenders, so he comes out ahead. So the alternative was to just take the knight. And we could have had something like this. Yeah, but black is just up a pawn there. Yeah, that's too bad. Oh, there's a mate in 1 here? What? Oh, there was a mate in 2. Oh, okay, it's not 1, it's 2. Okay, so if I go here, that's mate. And if I block with the pawn, which was my intention, that's mate. Okay, wow. This was just, knight takes knight was just a blunder then. Was there any way for me to get out of this? Let's see. Yeah, it wants to take on b6 and then here. And then what? Rook, okay. Don't take back with the rook. Maybe just rook c1. Yeah, I mean, I'm down a pawn, but, I mean, I've got some good pressure here. All right. Well, unfortunately, we allowed ourselves to get into less than 10 seconds, and I'm not currently at home, so I'm using a mouse that I don't use every day. So I got to be cognizant of that. So this is the last game of the round. Okay, is black making some progress? He's going to check and then check on rook d2 to cover the pawn. Is that the idea, or is he going to? Okay, yeah, and he's going to go with the c pawn. Roll that c pawn. Oh, and black won on time. Okay. So we started with 2 whites. I would imagine this would be our black game, our first black game, and yeah, we got another Canadian. A CM from Canada, who has a really nice online rating. Okay, let's try the Scandi. The Queen D6 Scandi. Ah, he's going to play that one. Okay. So I could go Queen B6. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. This is not a variation that I play a lot of. What's happening here on, let's see, Bishop G4. Kind of intrigued by this idea. Is this a bunch of malarkey, or is this a good idea? Get my bishop on a nice diagonal. But, as is common in the Scandinavian, you have to be concerned about your queen. And I think b4 could be the move here. Do I play queen a3 or do I go queen b6? Probably stay on b6. Okay. Give them the 2 bishops. So I don't mind yielding the 2 bishops if it frees up my position. Because one way to address the 2 bishops is to trade one of the bishops, and then your opponent doesn't have the 2 bishops. It's a brilliant concept. Okay, if I go e5, knight f5, takes on d4. Okay, let's give that a try. My pieces are okay here. Now I could play e4 actually to shut that bishop in. That might make more sense. Let's do that actually. Now I could just take the bishop. Let's take here. And we're going to reinforce. Oh, he got me in a tactic, did he? Okay. Shoot. Shoot. I almost swore, but I didn't. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay. Nice tactic. Gonna have to hold on to that e4 pawn, as long as I can anyway. My knight's doing a good job of keeping an eye on f6. He might be planning g4 here. Does this do anything? Wondering if I can play e3. Okay. Oh, he's just going to go for h4. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. We're going all in. All in with the attack. Hopefully we have enough for an attack. Damn. Damn. Drop that crucial pawn. Yeah, now it's gone to pot. That's too bad. Kind of succumbed to the time pressure there. Yeah, so I'm down 3 pawns. Yeah, okay. That's too bad. I think I frittered that one away. Not that I was winning, but it would have been nice to see what would have come from the attack. I thought I had a... Yeah, it says it's pretty equal here. And then I just blundered. Wasn't sure how to meet this move, but, I mean, obviously rook e6. Oh, that's fine. But, yeah, this was the move that gave me the most trouble, and... I mean, I see it now on the board. Why the hell didn't I just go rook f5? I did consider knight f6. See, the problem is the queen is attacking the rook, so knight f6 uncovers the queen. But then what do I do on this move? I'm just giving up the pawn. So what else could I have tried? What does it want to say? It wants to say rook f to f6. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I mean, even that makes sense. Because if he were to take, then I have some consideration to take this way. Yeah, rook f6 just didn't process for me. That's too bad. Because I think I have a nice game going here. Queen d3, e3. All right, well, nicely done. Who is this person? Aaron Mendez. Okay. Huh. Don't know. All right, here's round number 4. Let's see what we can do here, if anything at all. Yeah, I got a good game there with the Scandies, so pretty pleased with how that went. The only thing I'm not pleased with is the result. Surprise, surprise. Okay, mon ami, it's your turn. From the Czech Republic. All right, we're going to get another Scandi. Okay. Going to get everybody's favorite variation. Now, people play this against me. Now, why? I mean, I could play e5, but I don't. I should look into that. Yeah, I think I've got a comfortable position here, and I like delaying the development of this bishop if I can, because it's useful to protect against any of those sacrifices. Okay. So now I'm really going to like my position, because the d-pawn is going to be an issue, I think, for whites. Now if he goes queen e3, what happens on knight g4? Okay, well we don't have to think about that because that wasn't played. Okay, yeah, let's play c5. Threaten checkmate on g2. Take, 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 take. Aha, sneaky. Sneaky, my friend. Okay, push. Pin, pin, pin. I got a pin on the knight and a pin on the d3 pawn. Okay, take that. Okay, just realized, yeah, he's got that. So slight inaccuracy by me, but I think I'm okay here. Still up a pawn. I got the 2 bishops. Can't complain about that. Okay, bishop e4. No, what about just here and going to c4. I will need to create a spot for my king. So bishop c4, what's the idea, my friend? Bishop c4, rook there, bishop takes e2, and he's going to take on b2. Okay. Shoot, I really did not want to go for that, but okay. So no longer have the two bishops, but well, we're really screwing this up. This is a fine way to screw this up. Now it's going to be a rook endgame because I can't. Okay, now I do have rook c4. By luck, I had that move. Yeah, nicely played by my opponent. He's got a very nice piece right there. I think I'm going to have to sacrifice. Yeah, I really royally screwed this up. Because his king was much more active than mine. That's too bad that I have to resign. Wow. Yeah, that's what we have to prevent doing. I fritter away positions, you know? I've got the better bishop, better minor piece. So here I just made a fatal blunder with e4. Because once the king gets to d4, then my king can't advance. So, I mean, I should either play king to d5 myself. Yeah, king to d5 I think would have been fine. If he takes, that's fine. Because I'm still active here. You know, I could go like this, throw my pawns up. That's very disappointing. I mean, completely winning here. I'm up a pawn, I got the better minor piece. And this is why, folks, I am always around the 2300 level in Blitz. In order for me to get to the 2500 level, I got to stop frittering away these positions. Emma, thank you for the follow. Welcome to our stream. Hope you are doing well wherever you're watching us from. Okay, so I believe it's break time. After 4 rounds, it's break time, so let's get the timer. So there is the timer. Once it starts, it'll be a 6-minute break. So that's going to give me a chance to go upstairs and get some more water. And I might get a chocolate chip cookie, I must admit. So be right back, folks. Be right back with some more fun chess. Alrighty, we're back. Had to give myself a little pep talk due to my really bad play. What can I say? Chess is a hard game. Even in games where you're supposedly completely winning. Only one move and boom, advantage, it's gone. It's the name of the game. Okay, so we've got 4 minutes here. So while we have the time, let's just want to do something here. Alright, I just had to post a tweet about my first place occupancy. Of course, that was only for a couple minutes. We were fortuitous that our opponent gave us his queen on move 6 or 7. So, but still, history has been made. In the record books, it will show that I was at one point leading Title Tuesday. And now that I posted that on Twitter, it'll be on the internet forever. It's in the history books. Okay, so we got a minute and 30 some seconds left. So when you lose 3 games in a row, it's easy to get down. And it's also easy to get negative. But the thing is, that's where your resolve comes into play, your character, when things are tough. So we just got to brush that off and win the next game and go on a little run. And maybe at that point, we can face one of the bigger boys in the later rounds. So let's stay positive. The good thing is I am getting good positions deep into the middle games. It's not like I'm coming out of the opening clearly lost or worse. In fact, I think in most of the games, apart from the one game against the IM where I dropped a pawn. But yeah, all the other 3 games I was doing fine. So. Okay, so 15 seconds. Let's go back to the chess.com site. Should just be any moment now that we play. Okay, we're playing an NM from the US of A. I believe I played this person before. Let's see. Yes, and I was victorious. So let's see if we can add to that score. So you'll notice I've been playing 1 E4 in all my white games thus far. No Sokolsky yet. Okay, it'd be nice if I could have gotten a E5 reply there, a King's Gambit. That is what I was planning to play, the King's Gambit. We got a Caro-Kann instead. Okay, this is not the, I believe, supposed to be the best way for black. I think this is supposed to be slightly better for white. Let's see. Let's go here. Okay, let's go H3 and G4. Can we make that work? We're in a queenless middle game, so I'd like to leave the king in the middle if we can. Not sure if I'm choosing the right plan or not, but okay, we're going to have a crappy rook because I suspect knight c4. So hopefully let's bring the king over to help. If I play king c2, is there a sack on a3? That's the only thing that concerns me. If he goes knight a4, I might have to take on c4, which would be quite unfortunate. I'm seeing all these sacrificial opportunities. Okay, well, if he's got it, he's got it. Let's see. Oh, I guess he could get 2 pawns for it. Is that what he's going to do? Okay. I could play bishop takes b5. Oh, I see. No. Okay, let's see what they got. Okay, then they're going to take on d3. I see. I see. Yeah, I did fudge this up, didn't I? So I think I have to play. No, I got to go for this, unfortunately. And that was very unfortunate. I should have trusted my instincts there. Well, that's a damn shame. 5 pawns, and he's got 7. Okay, well, we'll play for a few more moves. See if we can cause some problems. I don't know. Ah, we're losing the knight. Did not see that. Yeah, that was a very poorly played game. Very poorly played. Yeah, I should have just trusted my instincts here. I was talking about how there could be some sacrificial opportunities, and I still played the damn move. So probably, yeah, and that's what the engine is saying. I have to take. Then maybe I can play king c2. Okay, engine wants to go knight d2. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I should have done. Oh well. On to the next one. Always learn. Let's see here. Okay, we got a rook and bishop endgame. Well, this is a draw. White will just, okay, take the pawn, but could have also sacked the bishop for the pawn. You cannot checkmate with king and bishop. Ooh! White was doing well, but that is a blunder because of h5, rook f2, queen g2. Oh, that king looks to be in some really bad waters. Maybe queen f2 is better. queen b6. Oh, he's got another rook. Oh, geez. No, this is done easily. Oh, maybe not so easy. Okay, there I said it. I said not so easy, and of course he mates on the next move. So that's the way it goes. All right, let's look at Gadakomsky, who is playing white, who's also streaming. And white is now winning. Okay, who else? Let's check this one. Oh, unfortunately that is not going to help black. Wow, so we're going to have an upset here because black is a GM, white is an FM. So it looks like the FM is going to take down the GM. Okay, and I suspect the GM is going to accuse the FM of cheating and will report them. The joy of online chess. Everybody assumes you're cheating if you beat a higher rated opponent because, you know, that never happens. There's no such thing as an upset. It's one thing that kind of bothers me a little bit of the online chess community. Yeah, black's going to win this, barring any stupidity. Okay. And he's going to queen the pawn next move, so very nice. And do we have anybody else? No, we're all done. So on to round 6. We're still at 1 point. And we're playing a WFM. Let's get on the board here again. So let's try Sicilian. And we're going to get a closed Sicilian. Oh, we're going to get a Grand Prix attack. Okay. Really? Okay. That's rather strange. I don't think I've ever seen that move, E5 in that position. And we get a free knight. Yeah, well, we do have to be careful here, don't we? Let's see here. And we screwed that up, didn't we? Damn. We should be up a piece, and we screwed it up. I failed to consider that rook takes c1 was a move. So stupid. Well, I guess we're still up a piece, but the question is, do I want to take on d5? I guess I'm kind of committed, aren't I? Hopefully I'm not having to suffer too much. Looks like knight f6 is in the air. I might be able to give up my queen, though, for... So if I go queen g5, there's knight c7 check. So I think I'm going to have to roll the dice with castling, or do I play king f8? What's going on after king f8? Let's try it. If we lose another game, who cares? Yet another game. Okay, yeah. You could take that. Oh, I see. I have to play f6 here. Yeah, this is going bad. This is going bad quickly. Okay, I think they gave us a chance here. We only have 10 seconds though. Oh, I blundered. Rook e7. Didn't see it. Boy, am I lucky. Okay, we're going to win the queen. Good. Oh my goodness. That... I should have lost so many times. Oh man. E5. I've never seen E5 in this position. Yeah, Engine wants to just go D5. Maybe my D6 is just a bunch of malarkey. Okay, no, it doesn't mind D6. But certainly my follow-up was not optimal. I should just go Bishop D7 there, yeah. So here my opponent gave me a free knight. And then here I gave it back. This was a nice move, D5. I thought that was a really nice idea. So why? I mean, yeah, just play Bishop takes B2. That's all I had to do. They take here, I take back with the bishop. They take here, I take with the pawn, and now I'm hitting the bishop, I'm hitting the rook, I'm hitting the knight. I'm coming ahead material. Probably, you know, I don't know, Maybe d6 is worth a gander, but even then, queen b6. But I played queen b6 and forgot that rook takes c1 was possible. Even here, yeah, that was awfully risky by me to take on d5. The engine says a6. Now it says c4 check. Okay, a6, and what? Bishop, what about bishop here? What's the idea? c4 check, the king goes in the corner. Oh, now you want to take. Oh my goodness. This is similar to the game. Queen d8. Rook d1. Okay, I guess the idea is that I've got b5. Yeah. Alright. But I played here, and then I took. Have to come back. And I didn't play bishop d7. Played king f8. Completely missed the idea of e6, but bishop d7 makes a lot of sense. Yeah, so what's going on here? I mean, yeah, maybe the engine says this is better for black, but practically not easy. Anyway, I want to show you the other opportunity that I got away with right here. I thought rook e7. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I'm just calculating bad the whole day. Wow, I'm just calculating bad. I thought this was possible because I saw this and I was like, oh no, I'm losing my queen, but of course the queen can take. Okay. All right, here we go. Game number, what, 7? Yeah, round 7. We were fortuitous in both our wins. And we're going to try modern. Old Faithful. Used to play the modern a lot, and I believe this is one way we can play. Knight a5 or bishop f5. Yeah, I like bishop f5. Play rook e8, or is knight g5 kind of annoying? Okay, I think I'm okay here. How many times have I said that today? Okay. Queen d7. Just get out of any pins, and I mean I do want to play e5 if white allows it. In fact, can white stop it? Yeah, that's the one move I was concerned about. Okay, so it looks like we'll have to take at least once. Let's see where they're putting that bishop. So knight f4 looks cool, but does it do anything? Apart from looking cool. I actually don't think it does much. So maybe we reinforce the knight with c6. Okay. Knight f4, knight d3. Okay, let's see for a second here. Knight f4, maybe we can throw in g5 first. And then rook d8. Rook d8, take there. Okay, now let's go this one. Okay. Shit. Ah. That's not what I intended. And I'm down on the clock, of course. Yeah, it went from a nice position where I had the two bishops to completely lost. Active pieces by white. Try to activate the bishop. This guy's finding all the moves. So we're down 2 pawns, opposite colored bishops. And of course, I get a phone call with 2 seconds left. Yeah, it's lost now because he's got the pawn. I'll make him work for it. Yeah. All right. What else is new? I thought I could save it here. I thought after white went for this that I was making some good headway. That was the move I missed. I missed bishop e7. I should probably play bishop to d5 here. Is there any way I can get away with rook g3? Yeah, what if I don't take en passant and I play here? King here, bishop here, g3. Actually, rook b2. It's not so simple here, because I'm winning this, and then I'm going to have a passer. Whoops. Oh well, live and learn. Live and learn. Okay. Oh, I must say, I should turn the chat on to emote only. Let's see. Yeah, it has to be emote only during Title Tuesday, so a little slow on the ball with that, but oh my goodness, we're getting another Caro. Well, we get possible redemption for our earlier Caro Con. Okay, how do we break through here, or can we? Probably should have kept my rook on f1 in hindsight. So is he going to win the c3 pawn? I don't think I should care too much about the a4 pawn. Mm-hmm. I don't know if my attack has enough steam. Well, I gotta try to bust things open. Aha! Okay. Yeah, it looks like my king is weaker than his. If I take, he's taking on c3. Yeah, that's not looking too good. Thank you, Funny Goldfish, for the follow. I wish I was playing better for you, but we're at least having fun. All right, well, I think this is probably the best try. We're going to lose a piece here, are we? Looks that way. Yeah, terrible. Still don't have a good handle on this Caro. All right, let's see. So here, okay, knight there. Okay, knight, queen c2 makes sense. h6. Rook e3, really? Yeah, I didn't like my queen e2. I guess it wasn't so bad. So what are the options here? Queen d2. I don't know, why is it liking queen d2 so much? Oh, I see. Maybe to keep the queen out of here? So let's say, kind of like in the game, rook here. And it wants to play rook e2. Okay, rook e2. And then a6. So double up. Okay. Let's try knight a5. g4. Wow. g4. Knight c4. Queen c1. Knight f8, like my opponent played in the game. g5. See, now I'm getting somewhere. Now what happens on h5? You go g6? You do go g6, and then takes. Now you got some targets. See, the way I played it, I didn't really have any targets. I mean, this looks impressive. I mean, it's not even threatening mate. I mean, black could allow this because the king can come up here. But knight f8 stops everything. And then, like, what the hell do I do? I went g3. Okay. Rook c1. I go this a3 too often. I gotta stop doing that for autopilot. Knight h4. Okay, so knight h4, and then what? b4. f4. Takes. Okay, and then what, f5? And then we got a battle. Then we've got a battle. At least this would be creating some problems for black, and maybe I can bust that open a little bit. Yeah, I gotta stop being so autopilot-y about a3. So, okay. All right. Well, I'm always going into a game optimistic, not allowing previous rounds to affect me, because you can learn from every game that you play. So, although I'm not pleased with my score, I am pleased that I'm still fighting here, and every loss I do learn something. So, yeah, this does look drawish. Black, as the grandmaster, is trying to, I don't know, get white to blunder somehow. I don't see how that's going to be possible. They're probably going to get the 50 move rule. That'd be my guess. I think that was a... Okay, well that was... Yeah, white could have drawn there with f8. He's got the wrong rook pawn. But, I mean, this is a draw now. I don't know. Yeah, white should just give up the pawn, man. Yeah, just make a draw and let us continue the tournament. Thank you. All right, round number 8. We've got 2 points out of 7. Been Been a bit of a mishmash thus far. I've played some good games and just frittered away promising positions. And have also played really poorly. Okay, are we on break now, or is it break time? Maybe that was round 8. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it is break time. Okay, so, well, I'm going to go get some more water. Quick pee break, and I'll be right back, folks. Oh, we got another follow. Sophia, thank you. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Right now it's an emote-only mode. That's a requirement of chess.com when we play the Title Tuesday. I'm just going to have a look here. Will it let me do an analysis of my games? Just want to see. Yeah, they don't have Opening Explorer here. Yeah, this whole contraption with bishop to b1. So I'm curious, I mean, the computer wants to play queen d2 here. If black in the game had played the more common g6, do they still want me to play queen to d2? Is it showing up? It does show up, doesn't it? Interesting. So here, maybe with the idea to come in here, so king g7. Then we've got, what, h3 with the idea to go knight h2. Oh, okay, interesting. So let's say something like this. But is h5 too committal for black? I suppose it does give up these dark squares, so white could just simply bring the knight back and argue that he's gained a little something. Yeah, I am going to have to go through this Caro line and get more familiar with the plans. Oh, we're going to get a King's Gambit. Yay! Hopefully we remember the theory. Okay. That is one line I have not covered yet. So of course my opponent plays it. H4 feels wrong. So I'll do bishop to c4, allow the check. So it looks like my opponent knows what they're doing. So if I take on h4 and then play queen f3, or can I just take on f4 now and sack the rook? I think I could sack the exchange here. Is he going to win a piece with g5? So knight f5 takes my piece. Knight g7 check. What happens if I go bishop e5? That's probably the best idea. If he plays f6, then queen e2 with the idea of coming here. And if he plays rook g8, probably just bring my knight to f5. Or maybe I still play queen e2. Okay, just decided to go this route. So I'm actually, no, the knight in the corner is not lost yet. If I take that with the bishop, sure. So the pawns, we've got 7 against 6. So I'm up a pawn, but the question is black ever going to get this knight out safely? If not, I'll just pick that knight off and I will be up a piece. I was thinking of just playing knight c3 here, but is the queen coming here? Is that what I have to be concerned about? It's a check, but I can just go here, right? So I think we should get on with our development. And now we're attacking the knight. So I think we're just going to be up a piece here. With 2 bishops. Now let's throw this one in first. Oh, I think I made a blunder. And that is the blunder. Ah, man. Here I was. Oh, it's still good for me. Not as good as being up a piece, but... maybe, let's see here. Just protect that guy. I thought I had this move, but I guess he's got king there. Okay. Shoot. That was a slip, I didn't mean to go there. How am I going to break free here? Okay, I was lucky there, I won on time, but I actually blundered my rook at the end. Bishop e4 wins the rook. Yeah, I've not faced bishop to e7 before, so I'm curious what the recommended move is. Bishop to e2. Are you serious? Bishop to e2. Okay, bishop c4 is also a move. What is so great about bishop to e2? What happens on bishop h4? Do you take it? No, you go king f1. All right. And let's say he plays knight h6 like he did in the game. I don't get bishop h2 or e2. Maybe it's just to look at this square. I don't know. I would rather put the bishop on a more active square, c4. King f1, knight h6. Okay, d4. Okay, right there. Bishop. Okay, it likes my bishop takes f4. Yeah, my instincts were right. And yeah, it says things are going well here for white. So it actually wants to take on h4 with the queen. Wow. Oh, because of the, yeah, the fork. Yeah. So this is actually what happened in the game. So bishop e5. Now my opponent took on h4, but what happens if he goes on f6? So my plan was to play queen e2, and I figured h5 to stop my queen from getting in there. And I was thinking of playing knight g6. Now, engine gives rook h6, and I can simply continue to develop. See, the problem is... Oh, wait a minute now. Okay, anyway. We're playing WCM SpongeBob from Sri Lanka. Okay, let's get another Scandi. Okay. Attack the center. Pick up a pawn. Queen c1 probably is best here. And then I got to be careful. I think on queen c1 I can play c4. Okay, wants to trade. Well, let's trade queens. Trade that bishop. Now, it is a little uncomfortable with this knight potentially going there. But what is the knight actually doing if it goes there? I don't think it does much. The other alternative would be to play h6 and g5. Let's try that. The idea of going like this. Yeah, this is a bit of a quandary, isn't it? How the hell am I getting out of this? Okay, I have an idea. I actually don't think that works. Shucks, don't work. It don't work. So I think I'm going to be down the exchange here. Because knight c6. Actually, rook takes knight looks good too. Yeah, rook takes knight works. Ah, my goodness. Yeah, when it rains, it pours. Now I'm just down a piece. I am what they call dead lost. Dead lost. Wow. Did I ever fark that one up? What the hell happened there? So I guess this was a little too risky to enter in. Ah, king e7. Of course, king e7. And I don't know, let's just play a move by white. Yeah, rook d6 makes sense. Rook a7, yeah. And if rook, okay, rook can't go down there, and yeah, that's just the way it's been going. Oh, even here, this was a blunder. Look at this. This tactic was available. It's been Blunder City. Look at that. Okay. So I did consider knight here. I don't know why I dismissed that. Why did I dismiss that? Was it because of knight here? Engine wants to play h5. What in the heck? Oh, h5 maybe to play g5. So if rook d2, I think we have g5 here. g5 looks pretty strong. But maybe bishop d6. Yeah, this is the problem. I can harass my rook. Yeah, just hasn't been my night, I guess, but hey, we're still having fun. That's what matters most. Yeah, so it actually gives queen takes d4. Yeah, this is what I thought. Queen takes d4, and I thought queen c1. And then I was going to play c4. Rook d1. Queen b6. If bishop b3, bishop c5. This is my plan. So apparently it's giving this as close to equal, despite the fact that black is up a pawn. Yeah, knight c6 was an alternative here. That one probably was knight c6, bishop f3. Rook b8. Bishop f4. Knight takes, bishop takes, rook takes. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, well, let's try one last kick at the can against Talicito. And this should be the last round, yes. The dragon, yeah. I play a very tame line. Not going to strike fear into too many people. Actually, I might have been better off to take on c6 first. What happens on queen b6? We're going to find out because he played it. So knight f5, queen b2, knight g7, and my knight is trapped. So it gives him the time to take here. And if I go here, I think this is a problem. Yes, indeedy. Yeah, I knew that was a bad move when I played it. It just felt wrong. Maybe I got to try knight a4. Can I get away with knight a4? It's the only thing that I could see. And then that might give me the opportunity to take on c6, which is what I should have done in the first place, if I wanted to play f4. So now I take, and now I should be able to just go back and play knight c3. Still not great though, because black now has the open b file. So I might have to play it this way and give up my dark squared bishop after c5. Okay, so he is going to go into that. Okay. Well, I can go back, sir. I think he misplayed that too. Yeah, so now I'm up the exchange. But he does have a very pesky knight. Can I take that knight? Probably can't. Don't see any immediate threats. Right, I can't take that. Oh, and I lost on time. Completely forgot about time. Oh well. Yeah, black was doing better there. Yeah, I just forgot that I couldn't take back on e4 because of this move. So I'd have to give back the exchange. So instead of taking the knight, I guess at this point black is doing well. So rather than c3, well, c3 was okay, but maybe rook b1. It wants to go queen e3. Okay. Queen e3 to hit the knight. Okay. And then h6, and then are we taking on a7? No, now we play rook a to b. Okay. Because if he takes, we've got this, and then followed by that. Okay. But what if he plays a5 like he did in the game? Bishop b5. Oh, it still gives rook b7, and then queen here. And then c4. Wow, c4. What the hell's going on? What? No, that's not right, is it? h3. Yeah, I think black has compensation for sure. It's close to equals. Okay, well, another so-so. Result. But that's the way it goes. It's a tough tournament. So sometimes I'm going to do well. Sometimes I'm going to do so-so. Sometimes I'm not going to do so well. So, all right. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'm not sure when I'll stream next. This week is kind of, well, I'm on vacation and I've got things to do. So, whereas last week I was streaming quite a bit. So, yeah, I'll post on my social media when it's time for me to stream next, so just stay tuned for that. Otherwise, I hope everybody has a lovely evening, and we'll see you next time.